Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It is, what is today's date? It is Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. And we are here for another stream. I'm exhausted. Because there's construction going on outside of my house, and I wonder what the ordinance is in San Mateo. I wonder what hours they're allowed to work at. Construction time starts in Mateo County. Noise sources associated with demolition, construction, repair, or grading of real property can take place between the hours of 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. on weekdays. What the fuck? That's fucking bullshit. That sucks. So I guess they're within the law, but oh my god. It was really bad today. It was they had jackhammers, and they had, I don't know what it was, but it made my entire house shake. And it would shake every like 3 seconds, and I mean, it felt like the earthquake that happened before, but worse. But my goodness, I was not amused with the with the with the sounds that were coming out from my window. But anyway, we're here for another stream. Hopefully you are all doing well today. Let me say hi to everyone in chat. Looks like Beldathis is here. Roller says take it all off before you start the stream. What is that supposed to mean? Reminds me, I guess I need to open up Streamlabs as well. Let me get that going. Did I miss anything in Streamlabs? No. Okay, we're good. But welcome. We've also got iSatisfied here. Roller says he's alive. It's true, it's true. Sammy Vols, how's it going? Don't push yourself too hard if you're exhausted. I have to get work done. I have to get things done. I've had guys working on the roof of my apartment all week, and they killed my power today. Oh no. It was a reply to some... Oh, I don't actually see the previous messages, so I have no idea what happened there. Oh, I forgot to set today, too. Set today, misc open source things, mostly review, and then misc pre-commit.ci things as well. That's what we're doing today. Take a nap after stream this time? I mean, I would. Unfortunately, I signed up to talk to somebody after stream, so can't do that, and I have to exercise, and I have to record a video. So I don't think I'm gonna get any sleep today, unless we have a shorter stream today, which is always a possibility. Hey, what's up, Kodiko? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's get started with the first thing, so at least we can get some stuff done, and maybe if we get some stuff done, it'll be a shorter stream today. Let's talk about what I did since last time, which is nothing, if I recall correctly. Oh, yes. So, I made a change to pre-commit.ci to downgrade to the non-KMS default encryption. I know this looks scary, but server-side encryption enabled equals false is don't use KMS for server-side encryption, just use the normal Dynamo managed key. So this looks scary. Looks scary, but it's not. But I can actually show you that it is still encrypted. There's no way to turn off encryption in Dynamo now. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do prod. Why not? Yes. Copy paste. And we might be doing some pre-commit CI stuff later, so having this logged in will potentially save us some time then. 4147338. There we go. But if we go to Dynamo and look at any of our tables, I got hair in my mouth. Where'd that come from? Probably from my head, let's be real. And if we look at one of these tables, you'll see that encryption type is default. And so if we go here, it was at it was at KMS AWS managed CMK, but now it's at default, which is still using a Amazon CMK, but I am no longer paying for it. Because I was paying for every single, I was paying a KMS call on every single Dynamo access, and so, or I guess not every single, but like most of the Dynamo accesses, and that was going over my free tier budget. So if we look at billing, oh god, 18 cents. What an expensive bill. I mean, I'm trying to minimize costs, so trying to make it so I don't have to pay anything at all. But yeah, these, there's 20,000 allotted KMS calls, and I've reached that in free tier, so I'm over this now. And now I'm into the 3 cents per 10,000 next calls, and so we've done 24,000 KMS calls. But now that I've removed this from Dynamo, most of those should not happen next month. So it's mostly just a cost reduction thing. I am still. This is going to be most of my cost here, I think, is these EC2 instances. Actually, why is the instance data? Oh, we're not even halfway through the month, though. Actually, we are exactly at the halfway point. So we should run out of these by the end of the month. Also, I learned that this says T2 micro, but it actually allows T3 micro as well. And so I'm planning to move to T3 at some point. The thing is, and here's why I haven't done it yet. ES EC2 oh my goodness. Describe instances. There we go. Now I can keyboard. The problem with moving to 2 CPUs, or to T3, is there are 2 CPUs instead of 1. So if we look here, we have 1 CPU on the T2, and we have 2 CPUs on the T3, and there's not 3-M. There's not much memory available on the T2s, and the way pre-commit works is if you give it 2 processors, it will fork. It'll do multiprocessing to run hooks, and so that potentially increases any of the constant overhead of starting a process. So for instance, if you do bin time Python 3, actually let's do bin time Python bin time opt pre-commit.ci vm bin Python. See, bin time vm bin Python. You need to do bin time -v -c import pre-commit ci.worker.q. For instance, user bin time. I don't have time installed on this box. What? I guess I don't need it. That's kind of surprising. It makes sense, I guess. This is a very minimal image. Bin time -v vm bin Python -c import pre-commit ci.worker.q. And so you can see here that just from import we acquire? Yeah, we acquire maximum resonant set size of 48 megabytes. So just spinning up 2 of these processes is going to do 100 megs of RAM. And so, that will necessarily change the memory overhead. What's up, MaliceXO? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What I eventually want to do, once there's a paid tier, because I don't want to do it if I have to pay money, or if it's going to cost too much, EC2instance.info. What I want to switch to is the one with 2 CPUs. Oh, I already have it in the search from last time. Yeah, min24, sort by on-demand cost. I want to switch to the T3A mediums. So A is the AMD processors. The G ones are even cheaper, but these are Gravitron. They're ARM processors, and so I don't necessarily want to start investing in architectures that I can't test on. So, and there's going to be like lack of wheels and all sorts of other shit with running in ARM that's going to be surprising for everyone. So I'm gonna aim to switch to T3A mediums. These will have 2 CPUs, but they'll have double the RAM per CPU instead of the same amount. Though I think I might be able to get away with the T3A smalls, which are 2 and 2, because I think a lot of the memory that's being used here is from the operating system itself, and so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Where's Juicebox here? She can give you the 18 cents in premium chat. Yeah. You don't have time for that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cat Peasant? Hello, hello. Saynatron says, be aware of burst instances. They can sometimes fuck you pretty hard. I mean, yeah, that's true. But the thing is, the way the workflows are set up right now is they're very bursty. So it's these are actually like a good fit for the workflow. For now, I don't know if that'll always be the case. Like, if the queue becomes saturated, it's going to be a lot of constant work, but I don't perceive like they're going to be very IO heavy anyway, so I don't perceive like CPU being an issue. But, you know, assuming those don't work out well, I can always, you know, bump up to the C5As, which are much more expensive, but, you know, I guess at RI they're not bad. They're only what, T3A RI? I guess they're 7 times as expensive. What is the... Yeah, I don't want to use the G's, unfortunately. And the A1s, if I remember correctly, are really fucking old. What is the A1 instance type? A1 instance type. Oh wait, A1 is ARM also. They're not really old. They are the first series ARM, I think? Yeah, and I don't really want to use ARM at the moment, so... Those ones are kind of out, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, is C5As at some point. Or T3A smalls, depending on what I want to do. Hey, what's up, Jatoho? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, I have this pull request to do this at some point. The other thing that I might do is run T3As in dev and T3 micros in dev and T3 smalls or T3 mediums in prod. That way, you know, I keep dev cheap and, you know, prod can be the place where I spend money or whatever. But yeah, not really sure what I want to do there, but something like that. That's my thoughts there. Also, I want to do something at some point where I change the... Are T3As not ARMs? No, T3As are AMD. The T3Gs are, or T4Gs are the ARM processors. T3A instance type. Yeah, AMD EPYC powered these 2 T3As. Yeah, so these are the AMD ones, which are, as far as I can tell, just cheaper and better than the T3s in like every way. But his photo every time gets me every time. Oh my god, Jeff Barr, what a guy. Okay, anyway, enough about that. I don't think we actually care so much about that. Oh, and then I had to do this in 2 stages because Terraform, for whatever reason, if I just deleted this block when it said true, it would never change this value. So it only changed it when I set this to false, which kind of breaks my mental model of Terraform. Like, this feels like a bug, but I don't know enough to say whether it's definitively a bug. It seems like this setting here is sticky in weird ways, and then not specifying it can allow it to have any set of values. which I don't know. That seemed weird to me, but anyway, it's done now. Is it a default value? So there is a default value, but I did not have it set to the default value. False is the default value. Let's see, Terraform, AWS, DynamoDB, table. So server-side encryption, optional. Encryption at rest option. AWS Dynamo tables are automatically encrypted at rest with AWS own custom master key if this argument isn't specified. So the default is false. But if you specify it, you are required to set the enabled key. And whether or not to enable encryption at rest using an AWS managed KMS customer master key. So there's three options here. You have server-side encryption is enabled false. That's the non-KMS CMK. Then enabled true, which uses the AWS managed KMS CMK, and then there's enabled true plus a key ARN, which will be the AWS or your own personal CMK through KMS. So there's three settings there. Enabled is false on the server side is set to AWS, yeah, shown as the default, and there if enabled is true, yeah. But you know, deleting this server-side encryption setting does not end up flipping it back to enabled false. So I don't know what's up with that. Hey, what's up, Gamo? Hi. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Shaz, how's it going? Good to see you again. Hello, hello. Just gotta be on my physics class. I'll fucking take it. Nice. Nice. Ooh, look at that shiny 9-month subscriber badge you've got there, Shaz Robot. It's real nice. I like it. Okay, let's talk about what I want to do today. The first thing that I want to do is review this pull request, and or rewrite it. Rasmus, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I deleted the wrong one from my inbox. But anyway, there's this, God, the irony for when people commit to a pre-commit hook and don't run the pre-commit hooks. It's just kind of funny. I find it mildly amusing. Oh, I gotta ban somebody. Am I gonna get them before Shaz does? I did. St. Adit says, just handed in my logic homework. I'm scared shitless. Oh, logic was fun. I really liked that stuff. Rasmus says, thanks for your help in the Discord server. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I actually really liked the logic class. This looks so weird. Oh, this is... Oh, because the left-hand side is weird. Okay, what does the change do here? I'm slacking. Sorry, complaining class size. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Hey, what's up, Finding Jay? Hello, hello. Just finished my analysis project and handed it in. I feel empty right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Interesting. I would not have done it this way. Well, fortunately, we can modify their code and fix it, so not the end of the world. See, the thing is, I gave them an earlier review on this, and I made a suggestion. No. I meant to split out the sort key. I guess I was not clear. Because this was all one fucking line before. Well, I think we're just gonna fix it for them. Because I think they've put in the effort. So Souls 58. Yes. Get off that box. Don't want to do work on a EC2 instance. Git clone. Gotta copy their username. Informed. It's a cool username. Holy shit, GitHub, let me copy it. Set up CFG formats. Informed. Yeah, rebase dash origin master, pick to F. No, A. I'll give them a good commit message because they didn't do it themselves. Rasmus says, I have a question. I have such a hard time with tkinter. How should I go about it? I feel so dumb that even creating canvas or radio button seems hard. Tkinter is not easy, so I wouldn't worry so much about that. Hey, what's up, Journey in AI? Hello, hello. Aaron says, what an awesome workflow. I'm going to copy that. Which thing? Which workflow? Because I actually made a video about this one here. I forget what I called it in here. Man, now that chat's pointed out, I make fucking mouth noises all the time. Where did I talk about this? This one? I think I did it in this one. I think this is the video. Oh, the checkout process of cleaning people's yards. Yeah, I definitely talk about it in this video. Well, it says, I'm trying to understand cloudy stuff, so I understand correctly. The Lambda triggers an EC2 which runs pre-commit and then turns off afterwards, hence you only pay for the short time EC2 is running. No, the EC2 is constantly running. So the way it works, I can actually show you from this machine. Where is the SSH up here? This is dev, so I'm fine just poking around in it. Normally I won't poke around in prod because I feel like that's not the greatest. So this is the oh, we're actually, why is Podman running? Oh, this is the Podman D. So when Podman says it's daemonless, there's a little asterisk there. But the way this works is I have a system D. So this EC2 instance is always running. I guess you're asking for MS Paint almost certainly. So we're gonna MS Paint here. Actually, do I already have this drawing? I think I already have this drawing. I have the drawing. I don't think I have the services labeled in there, but I have a drawing of this. Yeah, this isn't the best drawing. We'll make a new drawing. Okay, so we have external internet here. We have, you know, blob that is GertHerb. And we have, I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit that's between this and here that's like load balancers and stuff that I don't really care about. But eventually we get to the web, which is a lambda. And the lambda is going to write into an SQS queue. Run .fifo SQS. And so that is going to write into here. And there's an EC2 instance, or there's an auto-scaling group, so a number of EC2 instances that are running here. And these are the runner EC2 instances. Runner EC2. And these are pulling against this queue. So they're actually they never write to it, so I should not draw an arrow in this direction. I should only draw an arrow in that direction. So the runner EC2 instance is constantly pulling this this SQS run.fifo queue, and so the lambda is just here's the data, go run it eventually, and the runner is what pulls this queue, figures out, oh, I need to check out this branch, I need to run this code, I need to run these linters, and then I need to set GitHub statuses and stuff. So that's kind of how it works. But these are always running, so I'm paying a constant cost essentially permanently. But yeah, that's how it works. And you know, if we compare it to the other diagram, this was the original diagram that I made. Let's see, when did I make this? May 16th. And oddly enough, this is pretty close to how it works. The only thing that's different about this is the runner and builder are combined. So this is essentially the basic diagram, and you know the auto updater is separate from this main system and updates outside of this. But yeah, this is kind of the basics for how this is set up. and if you want a intentionally confusing diagram of oh, that's not what I want to do. No, I want to go here. What's up, Aleskovic? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. And Saynatron, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. If you want a more confusing diagram of it. here's like everything jammed together with all of the crossing lines, all of the different pieces. There's actually not that many moving components. Popping cat memes incoming. What, cat peasant? Hey, what's up, M2Dev.net? Hello, hello. By the way, thanks for sharing like everything you. Thanks for sharing everything. Very educational for highly productive workflows. Yeah, no problem. Untitled Version says, open the stream and it's an MS Paint diagram. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. Hell yeah, we're here for the paint drawings. Hey, what's up, Marco Death? Hello, hello. Beldatha says, why not turn the runner EC2 off when there's nothing in the queue? You would save money that way. So for one, starting up an EC2 instance takes minutes, several minutes. And I want to be able to get responses back in seconds. So turning off the EC2 instance would necessarily introduce a lot of latency. Now, what I want to do, or what I want to get to eventually, is based on the number of things in the queue, I should have you know, an equivalent number of EC2 instances. So like, if the queue is dead, I should be at my very, very minimum count and just like spin there eventually. But if there's like 1,000 things in the queue, I should probably have, you know, 10 to 20 workers that are processing those instead of the minimum count. And so what I'll do to build that out is add auto scaling to my auto scaling group. Which I realize sounds funny that I have an auto scaling group that doesn't auto scale. But I haven't needed auto scaling yet. 2 instances have been enough to completely handle this. Use ECS instead of EC2. Don't just use ECS. No, ECS doesn't solve this problem. I need very, very specific control of a containerized environment in order to run this safely. And I don't really want to do containers and containers and containers. So that's not really a solution. But I have thought about ECS. I've also thought about throwing this into Lambda as well, because Lambda now supports running containerized workflows. But yeah, it doesn't actually help me here. Spider architecture, yes, Cyberbunny. MS Paint is one of the few things I miss in Linux. Well, Jitoho, you can go to jspaint.app, and then you can have Paint in your browser, and then it's basically Paint. That seems reasonable. Have as much EC2 as what you've got in the queue. Now I understand better. Yeah. Why it's fun? Do it opworks way. No. No part of ECS is fun. Timeouts are gonna bite you. What do you mean? Why is the bot vomiting random Python symbols in the chat? There's a few words that trigger the bot to spam the Pythons. And it mostly tries to punish people that use passive voice. But it's also just kind of cool, I think. I don't know. It's funny. That's why I keep it. Timeouts are gonna bite you if you would have used lambdas. Lambda's actually been really, really nice to me. I say think a lot, it always gets me. Yeah, it's true. That's one of the words that it triggers on. It triggers on a few other ones as well, though. But anyway, the way the actual EC2 instance is set up is there is a systemd service, a systemd user service. No, it's a non-user service. It's a system service that runs as a user. Pre-commit.ci worker service. I actually don't have an editor on here, so I have to use cat. But the way it works is it runs as a particular user, and that user runs a Python script, and this Python script constantly pulls the SQS queue and has restart on failure and such. But I haven't gotten any failures in a while, which is nice. Let me double check that before I tell you that that's true. Just logging me in. There we go. I like how create account goes to the logged in view. Yeah, that's exactly how I would have designed that system. SQS. I need to set up more automated monitoring for this, but yeah, if this dead letter ever goes to non-zero, I need to get alerting on it, but it hasn't gotten any writes in a really long time, so that's good. So what does the bot think? The bot is stupid, it does not think, it just spams. It's true, it does exactly what it's intended to do. St. Edward says, what is a dead letter? So the idea behind a queue in a distributed system is that it allows you to batch up and delay, well, it allows you to do a number of things. You can delay work, you can batch work, you can, build workers that are resilient and can retry and that sort of thing. And what a dead letter queue does, so notice for each of my queues I have an associated dead letter queue with them. What a dead letter queue is you enqueue items and the worker will pull off an item, and it basically when an item is being worked on, it's in a checked out state, and there's a timeout on that checkout. So that way, if the worker dies, the work item is not lost. It allows you to eventually answer a queue item's work task. However, if you retry, or if you fail or time out too many times on a particular item, that could bog down your queue indefinitely, and you don't really want that to happen. And so what a dead letter queue allows you to do is to configure a certain number of retry attempts, and then if it fails for all of those, it will end up in a dead letter queue, such that it doesn't block other execution, and you can inspect that value and see why it failed later at a later date. And so if there's ever, I think I have it configured to 5 retries. If there's ever 5 retries of a run and they all crash or timeout, it'll end up going into the dead letter queue. And then I can inspect them later. But yeah, that's what a dead letter queue is. Okay, let's try and fix this pull request. At least make it not so different. This can be one line. The thing is, I think this has the tendency to break other sorting. So it only worked here because these were all floaty. Split on digits. This doesn't need to be a capturing group, does it? Anyway, let me see if I can break their code with tests. Test/setup CFG format. Natural sort. So first off, you should never start a block with new lines, so that's an easy fix. Let's put another classifier in there and see if that breaks things. I suspect it might. Talks, devim, vim, activate, pip install. I don't need a pip install anything. You haven't used email on Linux 25 years ago. Natural sorts? Not squares, sorts. Okay, so that's fine. how does this work then? Oh, I guess we would need something that has the same prefix, but not that. To sort differently. Let me look at all the list of classifiers. There's got to be one that's like the types change at different ones. Development status, no, those are all fine. Those are all fine. We need one where there's a digit component where there's also a string component at the same thing. No. Oh, here we go. This would have been close. This would have been so close. But no, that one's fine too. Maybe there aren't any. Maybe I won't find a example problem here. Oh. Here we go. Zope2 and Zope::. That... Actually, I think that'll work. Yeah, because these will have at a different position. Can't you search with regex? I don't have a regex search installed in Chrome. So, unfortunately not. Actually, I think this is impossible, because you would always get a string component at a different position. Yeah, and so they would always sort by a previous thing. Let's see. Natural sort Python. Let me see if there's some code in here. I don't want to use your PyPy library. Yeah, this is just sort on digit. Convert. Yeah, so that gets list components. Sorting for humans. Yeah, I don't know why people are using capture groups here. I don't think the capture group does anything. Setup cfg format.py natural underscore prefix. We can do sorted. And then remove these. And then we can just return directly. We actually don't need... We can just call it natural sort. We don't need it to be specific to classifiers. And this can just be sequence stir. Num.s int t if is digit else t dot lower. Why are we introducing t dot lower? Was that in the original code? I don't think that was in the original code. I did like this better. Natural sort. This does end up being a little bit weird, but it's, you know, at least better. Oh god. How did I break this? Oh. I've got to change the references. Control sorts. Why are we still failing? What's up, Catchies? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Ethan, how's it going? Hello, hello. Also, Moomy, how are you doing? Good to see you again. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's true. Does your editor have Vim bindings? Some, but no. So everybody says, do you have experience setting up pre-commit.ci for a Swift project? I don't believe it works for Swift yet. You would need to make a pull request to the runner image to add Swift support there. Pre-commit itself supports Swift, but pre-commit.ci probably does not yet. You can look at the PR that added Go, or not Go, added Rust, and probably base it off of that one. So do something similar to this, but add Swift, the Swift package manager. And if you want code for adding the Swift package manager, there's code in pre-commit that actually does this. Testing, get Swift. So you can follow most of this to add it to the Docker image. I wouldn't, do it as a shell script. I would just do it in the Docker file, but and I would pick a more modern version of Swift than this one, because this is from, I don't know, January. But yeah, that would be how you would do it, Cyberbunny. And then once the runner image is merged, I can bump that and release it. Hey, what's up, Robin? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. But yeah, it probably doesn't have support yet, if I had to guess. Okay, what the fuck did I break? So this was dot lower. That's all I changed though, right? Otherwise this is the same code. Maybe the lower matters. What the fuck? How is this passing in CI? I am very confused. Also, what did I change that possibly changed how this works? Also, I agree with this sorting. Why did it remove 3.7 though? And add 3.7? These are just fucking random sorted. What happened here? Is it actually the capture group? I don't see how this makes a difference, but array.split back D plus. Where's one of these classifiers? So it does look random sorted. It's the fucking capture group. Huh. Had no idea. Well, I guess I learned something. I don't know why these are in the wrong order. I would have put this up here and this down there, but I must have done that. Must be my fault. Okay. Weird. TIL, I guess. But yeah, shorten the name, shorten the expressions, and remove some white space. But otherwise, I think that's good. We'll push to their bench. What the fuck is random sorted? Isn't that just unsorted? Oh well, it was set sorted. It was maintaining the original sort from the set partially, but without the yeah, like it was stable from the set, but not. It was, I guess, partially sorted. Imagine shit-talking capture groups. I mean, if you don't need them, don't use them, is what I meant, I guess. Same behavior in JavaScript, splitting with or without the capture group. I see. I guess it makes sense. You need to random sort it to make quick sort quick. Okay. Anyway, let's rename their function a little bit. That looks good. Prove. Ship it. Ship it or ship it. Look at that kitty. Look at how fast pre-commit.ci is. It's so zooming. So zooming. I can get this down to 0, by the way. I've determined. Hopefully you guys can't hear the construction. Do you guys hear the construction noises? Sounds like they're banging on my door, but I know they're not. They have this big thing that's going boom, boom, boom. Hey, what's up, Senpaz? Hello, hello. Welcome back. Good to see you. What's the plan there? How to get it to 0? The download time? Disk caching. Right now I'm pulling from S3 all the time. And there's not much reason to do that because I think I looked at it and, you know, there's 10 repos that most of the repositories are using. So I can cache those 10 on disk. What is that page with get tips? That is my list of YouTube videos, Human Abstract. Oh, is my bot dead? Why did my bot die? My bot died after Marco Def says bot is stupid. That was weird. Anyway, here's the playlist. It's the second link there. You killed the bot, Marco Dev. It got sad because you said it was stupid. That's weird. I should probably make it restart itself if it dies. Hey, what's up, Tom DF Coding? Hello, hello. But it's stupid. It didn't work that time. Uncaught insult exception. Yeah. It was just like, nope, I'm out. You shit on me, I'm done. I don't know why it didn't work. My guess is Twitch disconnected it for some reason. Kevin's Joberg set this. It's pretty good. I like it. At least I think Kevin set that. Right? Oh no. Eric set that. The other troll. But yeah. So what I'm planning to do, the way the EC2 instance is set up right now is kind of wasteful. I have this 8 gig root partition, and I have a snapshot of that 8 gig partition, and EC2 lets you store 1 gig of partition data for free, and my actual image is only 1 gig, so I can shrink down my root partition to a little teeny tiny root partition, and then attach an EBS volume at runtime, and then make that EBS volume as big as I need it to be to store a good percentage of S3 on it. and use that as a disk cache. Money! Yes, it's true. I actually need to fill up my water, so we're a little bit early on the water fill up today, but I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. Alright, we're back. Hello. Hello, chat. Okay, so I should be able to merge this now and make a new release. That should auto-close this one, which it did. Alright, okay, check out master, deactivate, get clean, FXD. Cat cheese! How's it going? What is cat cheese? Is that like a... What was the TV show? Arrested Development? Where... Look, I don't know what TV show it was, but it was like, my cat has nipples, can you milk my cat? Or something like that? I don't know. But I guess if you could, then you could make cheese out of it. Is that the reference? What's up, Henry Sill? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Cat cheese is cat cheese. Mmm. Insightful. For interpretation. Alright, I don't need dash prune anymore. Because we adjusted my aliases. Git tag -l, git show v1.15.1. Name only. Actually, am I using this in pre-commit? I'm not using this in pre-commit. Okay. Let me run it on itself just to make sure, though. You need a lot of cats, but maybe it can be done. Does anyone want to fund a research project? Okay. Get clean FXFD. Alrighty. Name only. I love how when you do name only, it's like, nah, I'm still gonna show you this information, even though you told me name only. But I've learned if you do format equals empty string, then it does what I want. And if we open up all those files, 1.15.1 with 1.16.0, because it is a feature release. Yes. Hey, what's up, Brainwashed? Hello, hello. v1.16.0 get tag this tilde opt via bin python setup.py sdsb dist wheel upload to PyPI, grab the PyPI password, paste, and copy unrelated text. And then git push origin head tags. Hey, what's up, Arshless? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. And welcome back. Okay, that's the first thing that we want to do today. The second thing is to review this pull request from Ronnie, who works on PyTest, which is adding a GitLab org backend to all repos. Which, if you don't know about all repos, man, I love this tool. I'm so happy I created this stupid tool. That basically lets you clone all your repositories and search them or replace on them or do all sorts of, you know, broad sweeping changes. Like, for instance, if we want to find all the places that pathlib is used in Python files, you'll notice that I don't use pathlib. Or if we wanted to find all of the files that import argparse in Python files, we could do this, for instance. You can see I use argparse quite a lot. But anyway, like it's a cool like refactoring and code formatting or sweeping changes kind of thing. It has a bunch of built-in tools like file finding. This is the setup. You can set up tab completion in your browser, which is actually really cool. So if I do eval all repos complete -- bash, and then I press tab. Oh wait, we have to do it not in a new tab, right? Git clone tab G. Why is it not working? Anyway, I need to fix the completion a little bit because clearly it's not working right now. Oh yeah, here we go. So then let's say we want to clone an utility repo / I don't know, wat. There we go. And then you can clone. Anyway, all repos is pretty cool. But what I wanted to do is go through this pull request. Brainwash says, would you agree that ASC Day 15 with last spoken word was the most simple and easiest to understand, but the most brain-melting one? Yeah, my code for it ended up being like 4 lines of code. But oh my god, for like 2 hours, I was just like, what the fuck is it supposed to be asking? But yeah, that was the only one that I think I've like actually struggled on so far. Ursula says, cool that you review PRs on stream. Haven't seen that anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's part of open source, so I might as well go through it. That looks good. That looks good. This is very similar to the GitHub one, including this same weird casting issue that might be no longer needed. I forget whether this is a thing or not. I think this got fixed at some point, and these are now any, but I don't have to go back and fix that. Hey, what's up, J. Carey? Hello, hello. Wait, did you change your name, J. Carey? Changed your color. Oh wait, no, you have an auto-assign color. Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, this is pretty standard. It's interesting that GitLab uses the same links thing. I didn't know that they did that. Filter repos from settings, filter repos, yeah. Probably be one line, but whatever, it's fine. Wait. There is no settings.archived here. Anyway. Work support not yet supported. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why he added that option. That's fine. This looks very similar to the GitHub pull request one. So this is the GitLab pull request. GitLab API dot. Okay, it is used here. Cool. Oh, this is the GitLab org. Nice. Nice. Neat. I probably would have inlined this, but it's not a huge deal. Why you made? Why you made GitHub? Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, I use the same hack in the GitHub one. Which is fine, I guess. Cool. Yeah, this looks fine. This looks fine. The docket is weird. Where does that come from? My guess is filter repos from settings. My guess is this just uses the clone URL directly, which is probably fine. Yeah, SSH URL to repo. So it's a little bit weird that it ends in docket, but doesn't really matter. Looks good. Just need some cleanup of the dead code and such, but I think this is ready for merging. Cool. Brainwash says, is it acceptable to import close to the use of the import instead of putting them all at the top? So Python suggests that they're all at the top because if you import inline, or if you import lower in your file, it's easier to make circular imports and it's also easier to make duplicate imports, which can be problematic. Also, if you add new code to the top of your file and your imports are at the bottom of your file, suddenly your new code will be broken. Whereas if you always put them at the top of the file, you know, new code won't break mysteriously. The other thing is people are like, most Python developers will expect them to be at the top of the file, so if you put them elsewhere, it'll be weird. But you can put them anywhere. It's just not really suggested. Sometimes importing inline is necessary if you're dealing with cycles or other stuff. But I try and avoid that if possible. Hey, what's up, MJ? Hello, welcome back. Good to see you. But yeah, that's what I go with. Assuming it works the same as Ruby. Yeah, it's similar to Ruby. J. says, in my experience, it's fairly common, and as long as it leads to readability. Yes. Okay. Rizek says, also welcome back. Good to see you. In what languages is that a convention to import not at the top? So there are some style guides in Python that suggest not to import at the top and to have all of your imports that are used in a function directly in that function. Like there's I think it was a portion of the Google style guide at some point, and this is to enable somebody to grab the code of a function and move it to another file and plop the code down without having to muck around with imports. But it's not a very popular style, so I don't really see it used anywhere. I don't know of any languages that use inline imports as their default design. That'd be kind of interesting. I know like using statements in C# can sometimes be used in inline for like alias and things, but that's not really an import. And those even those are suggested to be used sparingly. Hey, what's up, Sasori? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. We got one more open source thing before we jump into medium open source, answering open source issues, but through proprietary features, which is more examples about my YouTube transcriptions. Yeah, this one's very simple. Git show and some specialized git show commands. As well as this one, which is just me talking. But my YouTube videos have been slowly getting transcribed into code in this repository so that you can copy and paste them. I should really start helping on this because I kind of feel bad. Especially because I create a video once a day, and I mean they will catch up eventually if they do 2 a day, but I feel bad. But yeah, there's sample code for all of the episodes in here so far. Well, all of the episodes up until episode 60. But anyway, okay, so the first thing that I want to do today that's gonna be really, really easy is pre-commit.ci/issues. Is this first issue here. This one's gonna be so easy to do. But we need to implement it and document it, which is to add skip CI support to pre-commit.ci. Even though pre-commit.ci is so fast that there's almost no reason to skip it. Does Python have tools to inline/minify code so imports are not expensive? I mean, imports aren't really expensive in Python anyway. Doing a duplicate import is essentially one dictionary lookup, so it's not that slow. In fact, I think it's implemented in opcode. And when things get implemented in opcodes, it usually is essentially 0 overhead. Hey, what's up? Ipoyo S2. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Import dis. Import this dis.dis f. Oh, I guess it's two opcodes. It's a trigger import and then store fast. Now the import machinery can be expensive, but if it's already imported, it's just a dictionary lookup and done. And this store fast is, I think this is actually the fastest opcode in Python, which is to like write something into a dictionary, or write something into the locals mapping. Where's X says it's an interesting benefit to inline imports, but I see how it can get hairy as the file gets big. Oh yeah, it's a real mess to actually maintain something that looks like that. Also, there's no tooling for managing inline imports. Like you can't really do import sorting, or I guess there are some import sorters that will handle that. Like I think isort has like partial handling for inline imports, but I don't know. It's hard to get right. So everybody says the one use case I use middle file import is when the specific tool uses one output coloring library, but plugins might use another one. So we check if the other one can be imported and turn off coloring if the user asks for no coloring. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, pre-commit actually has a module that looks like that as well. Pre-commit colors.py. Oh, it's color.py. But yeah, like we have some, you know, code here to check for Windows specific terminal sequence stuff, which imports a bunch of garbage C-type shenanigans and tries to modify the standard handle with the enable virtual terminal processing flag to turn colors on and off. But yeah, this is, you know, kind of import in the middle-ish. It's actually in a it's in a function here, so that, wait, why did I put it in a function? There's the reason I put it in a function, because the original one was just in a giant try block. Oh, I know why. I put it in a function so that I could put a block here that ignores coverage and tells MyPy to piss off. Because otherwise MyPy was like, there's no module ctypes.wintypes. What are you doing? You're on a Linux machine. So I had to fix that up, but yeah. Minimizing scopes is a good idea in general, but I'm not sure if that should apply to modules/classes. I guess that's fair, yeah. Pirate cat! Yeah, we did get the pirate. Thumbdiff coding says, for my scopes, I put my imports within the main function because I found it dramatically sped up tab completion, -- help, etc. Yeah, that's true. If your startup is based on that, then yes, inlining your imports will help that. But the problem with that is you're going to incur those costs eventually. And if you're reducing your developability, then you kind of have some problems there. But yeah, like startup time of scripts is kind of a big deal. Like, for instance, the Python interpreter itself takes, 12 to 20 milliseconds to start up. But as soon as you start adding interesting things like import argparse, argparse takes, another 10 milliseconds. If we were to do bin Python, this imports another module to do some setup stuff, but as soon as we start doing like pre-commit.main, this will import YAML. We need to import this imports PyYAML, and so it incurs another 110 milliseconds here. And if we did package resources, it would get even slower. Package resources. This is why it's a good idea to avoid package resources. This actually isn't so bad because I don't have that many packages installed, but as you get to like 50 to 100 to 200 packages, package resources will take many seconds to import. Hey, what's up, Curator? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, that is definitely a thing that can happen. Hamalawa says you got a clickbait. Where? Where's my clickbait? What are you talking about? What the fuck is an opcode? So the way Python works, Python is a compiled language, if you can believe it. However, the way it's compiled is to a bytecode that operates on a stack-like language. Many interpreted languages are actually implemented this way. So I think Ruby's actually this way as well. Although I haven't played with the Ruby bytecode at all. I know I'm more familiar with the Python one. But yeah, so it compiles down to an opcode and then uses a stack-based language behind the scenes. Now the opcodes are the actual interpreted part. So this is where there's like a virtual machine. Basically it interprets over these opcodes. Now when I say Python is compiled, it's compiled down to, call function, check error, get attribute based on string, look up in dictionary. It's like very high level shit, and so it's not compiled fast like you would think it's fast. It's just compiled down to a more normalized representation of all of the operations that are happening. But yeah. I don't have a video on this yet, but it is on my list of things to do. Scratch, wiki. In fact, I think it's the first thing. Yeah, it's the first thing, which is to talk about the disassembler and talk about, the bytecode of Python and how it compiles down. But yeah, that's what's going on there. I think it's native code. No, it's not native code here. These are just an intermediate representation. PyPy will actually take this bytecode and then optimize it and generate machine code from it if it's in a hotspot. So there are some Python interpreters that will generate actual machine code and not do this bytecode interpretation. But CPython, which is kind of the standard distribution of Python, still does this. Opcode gives me flashbacks. Is this int code? IPOS2 says, what are you working on? We're about to work on this feature for my CI system. You can do bang today and learn about what I'm working on, but we're going to implement skip CI, which will make pre-commit CI not run on a particular thing. The interesting thing, and maybe one of the flaws that I see about other systems that have skip CI, is they just do zero response to skipped things. But I wonder if I should issue a past event that just says skipped. I think I'll probably just start by not issuing an event at all. The problem is it's gonna be really hard to figure out whether it successfully worked or failed to work. But Simpo says it's actually sick how fast Python starts itself, considering it loads a whole bag of stuff. Yeah, but the thing is, the startup time of Python comes into play a lot. For instance, I wrote this terrible SQLite for admin of code for day 13. Yeah, this one's day 13, which does all this nasty parsing, all this crappy, recursive, weird SQL stuff. This is a self-union on... It essentially does each of the computations for day 13 part 2, but in a SQL table. And then eventually spits out the answer here. So it does a whole bunch of work. But if we look at the timing here, it takes about 4 milliseconds to run the whole thing. However, if we run the Python 3 version of the same solution, and this is commenting out all the other code, this is just the fastest one. We're looking at a ½ second to import this thing. Of course, we could use my equivalent solution, which doesn't use SymPy or because most of that time is importing SymPy. But even if I use my, less chunky imports here, we're still looking at 150 milliseconds versus 4 milliseconds for SQLite. So Python startup does play into things a lot. So so yeah, it's something to worry about. But anyway, that's the thing. Sempa says, I've seen an article that just launching a Python interpreter produces thousands of string allocations or something like that. Yeah, makes sense. Buildauthor says, are import numpy and import numpy as np from numpy import array equivalent in terms of speed? Yeah, they're about the same. They'll be slightly different. The from import will be ever so slightly different, just because it does another attribute access after the import, but the actual difference in speed there makes absolutely no difference. Random Neo says, have you made a video about Python compilation? Already answered that one. Perfect. Haven't yet, but I will. Python will load the whole module anyway, just namespace it differently. Yeah. Shad says, gotta take a break after that final, get some fresh air. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. Whereas X says, many seconds doesn't sound terrible in the grand scheme of things. Is it just that we don't like to wait every time we make changes to the code? So a couple seconds adds up a lot and quickly. Imagine you're working on a code base where you need to run a test case and you're iterating on a function. You might make one change and then run a test, and if you have to wait 3 seconds for that test to start every time, as soon as you've made 10 changes, you've wasted half a minute. As soon as you make 20 changes, you've wasted a full minute. And you'll actually waste more than that, just that wait time, because often when things get slow, you introduce more context switches because you're not doing anything. Your brain kind of naturally wants to keep doing stuff, and if you have to, suffer through an interruption every time you want to try and do something, it can get worse and worse. And if you don't try and fix this problem, it can degrade over time. So for instance, in Yelp main, and I fixed this problem like 4 times in Yelp main, but it always regressed. I had gotten the import time down to 10 seconds for Yelp main for the critical path. But at sometimes it was up to 30, 40, or 60 seconds just to import and run a very, very simple unit test. And so, worrying about import time is important. And it comes up in other cases. Like if you wanted to tab complete something, you would have to wait for your thing to import just to get to the tab completion code, which is why a lot of tab completion in Python, like what they'll do is they'll generate a bash skeleton and spit it out to a bash script and then run that as your tab completion instead of actually invoking the Python tool every time, which I don't know, makes a lot of sense to me at least. It's a stack-based virtual machine. It's true, brainwashed. Hey, what's up, Juice? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Maybe I can chat plot enough in that time. How is this still negative? Oh no. Oh no. It's still negative. How's Tofu? She written 4 toys in 24 hours. Oh no. Going through a murder phase. Senpa says, I've seen that tweet. SQLite is awesome. I don't think I've tweeted about SQLite this year. I think I tweeted about it last year, but I don't think I've tweeted at all this year about it. Can people get verified badge without streaming? Oh, Juice answered that. Okay. I was gonna say I don't think so, but... Hey, what's up, Will50? Hello, hello. Hey, it's Tony! Hey, Tony! It's true, it's true. I'm here. Jugmac! Hello, hello. Beefcoder says, what's your second favorite programming language? Guessing Python is number 1. Python's not my favorite language. I think my favorite language is probably C#, but I don't get to write in it very often. The thing is, most coding languages are just kind of bad. Most programming languages are bad. But, I don't know, I kind of like C#. Juice says JavaScript. JavaScript! That was hilarious, wait. I want to hear it again. JavaScript! I don't know. I liked C++ when I wrote it, but again, I haven't written C++ in a while. I think Nim looks kind of cool, but I haven't written enough of it to say whether it's good or not. I like the syntax of Go. I don't really like the lack of some features, though. Rust seems cool, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to write. Python's alright. I don't know. Who knows? Java like startup times, yeah. Juice, will you be there with Tofu in the 12-hour stream? How can you use that Lisp is bad? What? How can you say that Lisp is bad? I haven't written any Lisp. I didn't say anything about Lisp. I didn't say it's bad. I haven't written any, so I don't know any of it. C# is okay. The best part of it is the ecosystem. I like the syntax as well. Control space go brr, says Alexa. Wait, what control space? Oh yeah, in C#, writing C#. Yeah, Visual Studio control space go brr. It's true, it's true. Imagine writing one of the most popular test frameworks working in a language and it's not your favorite. Well, I didn't write PyTest. I'm just one of the core maintainers. But, I don't know. Python has a lot of problems. Will Anthony code his own language like the other hipsters on Twitch? I already have enough of my maybe pointless programming projects that I shouldn't make more of them like a programming language. I don't think that's a good thing to approach. I guess he needs to start developing a game for that. The syntax is kind of arbitrary though. Yeah. What did you think of the Twitch town hall today? I actually missed it. Oh, you're talking to Juice. Okay. Merry Susmas is Saturday. It's true. What do you mean, but? When is the 12-hour stream? We're just going to do it all in one day. We're going to get it all over with. We can do the 12-hour stream and the Programmers event all at the same time. You said that all languages is bad. Yeah, all code is bad. I guess that includes Lisp, and so it will include anyone's favorite programming language, and so in a way I'm saying that everyone's favorite programming language sucks, so maybe that's where we're getting off there? I don't know. But I think realistically, we can mostly agree that most code is bad. And in fact, I think I would say all code is bad. Okay, what was I doing? Skip.ci. So I think we're going to implement this for pushes, because it's going to be the easiest part to do. And we will look at implementing this for pull requests, although I don't want to introduce slowness into the critical path. Going to 12-hour stream with tofu and the event might be hard. Yeah, that's true. You can choose whether you want to bring tofu or not. I'm not pressuring you into that. Tofu doesn't have to be here. The thing that I love and hate about Go, that there is no magic, it makes it very clear how much shit you're actually doing. Does it though? Because make slice seems like it's doing something, but it doesn't actually do anything. So I don't think that that's true. Like if you do make slice with 0, it doesn't actually do anything, but it looks like you're doing something. I don't find that the make syntax is explicit at all in Go. I actually think that this syntax is like kind of the worst / sketchiest thing of Go. Or how append kind of works, or that there's also the implicit garbage collector. That's completely magical too. There is magic in Go. There's lots of magic in Go. But anyway. We actually did the code for this. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you, I ran some data on this. Pre-commit.ci. We worked on this a couple streams ago. Demo/demo, where I generate a bunch of pull requests and race all of the CI providers against each other. I generated data for this, and this is the tab-separated values file for it. It's not that easy to read, and so I've started processing it. I'm trying to build an SVG out of it. Which I might use, I might not, but this is what my SVG looks like so far. I'm slowly building out a chart. I had to leave GitLab off of this graph because GitLab is hilariously slower than everything else. But if we do gen data, let's actually put a breakpoint before the SVG. This code is ugly. please no judge. Wait. Oh, we want this script. This code is ugly. Please no judge. I'm definitely just splatting out an SVG as a string and print statements here. But if we break a point here, make SVG data this. Shit. Locals.keys. pp mean total. Why does this graph not include all the other stuff? Oh, probably because I have a bug in the code. And I also delete. Damn it! I gotta fix the code now. How is this wrong? Oh, because man, this was so hard because I had the variable service and SVG, and so I kept typoing service and SVG over and over and over. But let's look at this now. Mean total, pp mean total, pp mean weight. So if we look at the total time, pre-commit.ci is averaging about 10.4 seconds, whereas circle is 3 times that, appvar is 4 times that, GitHub Actions is 4.5 times that, and GitLab is way out here at 25 times that. Which is mostly GitLab's wait time is what's triggering that slowness there. But I eventually went and plot this. But anyway, here's the the raw data as well as the average data here. So we'll do that as well at some point. Once watch to talk about all programmers being evil. Why else would we write and tolerate all this bad code? Yeah, so many patches. Gavin Taser says, can something like Terraform be developed using Python? Sure. Yeah, there's Ansible, which is written in Python, which is very similar in idea to Terraform. There's also CDK, which I believe is written in Python. Here goes CDK. I want that on GitHub. There we go. Is this in Python or is it in JavaScript? I forget. TypeScript. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about the CDK. That used to be in Python. I mean, they had to have ported to TypeScript at some point because um, wait, it's available in Python? I don't know. But yeah, you could build something like that in whatever programming language. All data science code is ugly, it's true. I'm definitely judging, it's all good, it's all good. As somebody who really likes GitLab, those numbers hurt. Perhaps using your own runner makes it better. Maybe. GitLab was fine on the first run. I mean, fine. It was still slower for the run duration than anything else, but the startup time is what really hurt GitLab and all the subsequent runs. So like 9 seconds for the first startup and then like 230 for these other ones is painful. But yeah, I mean, using your own runner would probably solve some of those problems, but I'm comparing free solutions here. So using my own runner is not a free solution. So yeah. I knew about the GC, but what you mean by implicit GC? By the way, I agree that make is trash. I mean, anytime you're dealing with a garbage collector, you're dealing with a black box that you have no control over. And so there's zero explicit things about a garbage collector. You're essentially waiting for it to decide that your object is out of scope and reaches a zero reference count. You're not doing any manual memory management. Memory management. There's no explicit parts to a garbage collector. Jikari says I had to relog in using Chrome. Firefox has been getting grumpy lately and just killing my machine. Oh no. CDK is in TypeScript. Yes. MJ says random thought, but do we know what the end state of typing in Python is? As in, is there a chance optional enforcement of types at runtime will be added, or will it always be an offline thing? I think the eventuals. I don't think there will ever be like a runtime type checking, or at least I mean there is runtime type checking if you want it, but I don't think the typing movement is built around built around runtime typing. I think it'll always be offline. Senpon says, do you know if or how fast pre-commit.ci slows down when more users are starting to use it? Basically, how good does it scale? Currently, I don't have any auto scaling, but I can trivially turn that on, and then it doesn't really matter. I can figure out how slow or fast I want it to be. But yeah, be at whatever I want it to be. Yeah. But you can actually see the slowdown right now if you want. You can look at the queue length. I don't have this public, but I can just show you it. But you can look at the run queues delay period, and we can look at the max values for that. Oh. Anytime this empty receives goes down, that's a run that happens. Anytime this goes up, that means that there's something waiting. So you can see, like, we maxed out waiting 120 seconds in the queue here. This might be because one person queued multiple jobs, and there's currently a concurrency limit of 1 on the free tier, and so a single user can't really block everyone's runs. That's probably what happened here, if I had to guess. If we look at 1 week, there should be one big spike on Monday. What day was Monday? The 14th? Yeah, so there should be... maybe it's this spike here. There should be one spike from when the auto updater ran, which should have been at 1800. 1800 is right here. There's no spike there. Maybe it's 1800 on this day? Weird, the auto updater didn't trigger a spike. Well, it'll trigger a spike next week because everything's getting updated. But yeah, I'm not anywhere near saturation at the moment. I'll be able to bump stuff up eventually and auto scale it. Nixative, you changed your badge. You now have your turbo badge. I have a new collection of websites of which Anthony.fuckingloves.min and many more. Is there anything good there? It's an interesting site name. It redirects to my Twitch. That's amazing. Love it. Check out Pedantic. It sounds like what you want, though. I don't think they'll enforce types ever. Yeah, Pedantic has something like that. The power of great infrastructure and clouds. It's true, it's true. Microservices, microservices, microservices. Yeah. Although I do have like a microlith right now. I need to split up. I need to split the runner out of this repository because it is actually completely separate right now. Jotoho says, I think GitLab prioritizes based on how much you use the shared runner, so free tier runners who run few jobs on the runners get prioritized over users that do a ton. I've run 5 runs total on GitLab, so I don't use it much at all. MD says, cheers, Ace Tilly and Senpaz was more wondering about it ideologically, not sure I actually wanted it runtime for now. Yeah. You bet it's good. Yeah. But anyway, what we're doing right now is not this, but I don't know, kind of cool data. Can I look at months? Yeah. Yeah, so this is the worst one that's ever happened. This is the first auto update run. When we backed up for 1200 seconds, which is like 20 minutes, which is pretty bad, but is totally fixable. But I haven't really needed to scale much beyond that. I think this was during an auto update. Let's see, what is the timestamp here? 1600 on 11/23. Yeah, that would have been a Monday. That would have been an auto update run. But even for an auto update run, you're not really waiting to see all of the outputs. You're not like sitting there watching a pull request. This is, you know, the bots are waiting for a pull request. In before Revenge of the Monolith, yeah. Ace Tilly is 2 T's 1 I or 1 L, yeah. Double TILE. What is an auto update? So pre-commit.ci kind of has a couple purposes. Ooh, that made a nice noise. It's a runner of linting and code farming. It fixes your pull requests, but also the pre-commit configuration has a series of versions in it, and it will bump these versions for you automatically. Hey, so T! I built out this. But yeah, this is what the auto updater does. But anyway, this is kind of a cool graph. You can also see the sent message size is very consistent because it's based around the repository name. So whatever got sent here had a really long repository name. You can also see there are periods of inactivity, which is interesting. Oh, this is when GitHub was down on the 26th. So yeah, when GitHub goes down, we don't receive as much traffic. Oh, actually, this might be when CloudWatch was fucked. Yeah, this is when CloudWatch was fucked. Oh wait, is the Huh. Why did this is when CloudWatch was fucked. Here, probably. I don't know. Data. GK says, maybe you can give your first customers a deal on using pre-commit.ci in return for using them as a reference customer. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a possible thing to do. I'm still not sure how the pricing model or anything else is going to work. Are you in US East 1? Yes, because it is the cheap one. I probably should have used US West 2 in hindsight, but US East 1 was slightly cheaper, so yeah. But yeah. Anyway, let's implement this feature instead of just babbling about it. What are you? Oh yeah, my little cart, my little chart. What I'm thinking of doing here is like a yellow bar for pre-commit.ci and then like gray bars for everything else, and then some little ticks at the bottom, and then a thing that says 0, 60, 120, etc. Kayla, how's it going? And then seconds, smaller is better. Zoom. Note GitLab is left off this graph because it's too slow. Something like that. That's the plan. That's the plan. Senpa says, how does such a project monetize? Like any projects with a free tier, it seems like they spend a lot of money on thousands of their free users. Are big companies the main source of income? I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be like kind of cheap enough that anyone, like I would pay for this service, for private repositories, but Is there a plan for non-GitHub support for pre-commit.ci? Yes, I do plan to do others, although they will come up on a per need basis, kind of, because I don't really use other ones, but the system is designed in a way that it will support any sort of backend or any sort of VCS system. It just needs the API glue to make it work. Like the way it's set up right now, you'll notice if I click through to this, oh, that's not the one I want to click on. If I click through to this, you'll notice that, I mean, it's really hard to see, but the word GitHub is here, and it's used to delimit which service it's handling on. So it's possible to extend it. I just haven't done it yet. Graph shouldn't start at 0. That's what most graph makers do. No, I'm not going to make a shitty graph. I think it would make sense to have a subscription model per seat. Unlimited usage can be evil if the customer uses the hell out of it. Oh yeah, for sure. I also have it right now so that, it's hard to abuse the system because of the way it's set up. So like, the free tier has a parallelism of 1. There's a very strict timeout on the way the data is used. Did my bot just disconnect too? Because Twitch chat just did. No, it looks like it's fine. Yeah, there's execution limits, there's network limits, there's all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I know I'm gonna have to do more clever pricing plans in the future. But yeah, I'm not gonna cheat on my graph. 20 million Series A incoming. Yeah. Is it free to integrate with GitHub Education Pack? I don't know what that is. I mean, it's free for a free GitHub account, so I assume, yeah. And you don't need GitHub Pro to do anything with it. I mean, the current version. Because I haven't implemented the paid version. That's what I'm going to hopefully do later this week. Oh, that was another thing I want to try on AWS. To see if we're up to our 100 user count yet. What's the timeout for running currently? I'm not going to tell you. It's short enough that it's really hard to abuse. Dynamo. You can actually find it through the issue tracker if you really wanted to find it. But it's very short. Installs 88. We still need 12 more. Hey, what's up, KNGL? Hello. But then again, I haven't done any advertising. It's not even on pre-commit.com yet, so we'll advertise more eventually. Okay, let's implement this feature. New private window. I need to log into the GitHub with my other account. And I need to change where things are hooked up. Recommit, no, GitHub. There. The idea is that you give a pro subscription to students that then might continue to use this at a paid job. I mean, you can already use it for public repos, so that's already free. Like, giving away the paid service to students is a good way to get Bitcoin miners on your system, and I don't really want that. So, probably not is the answer. But you can already use it for public repos, so, just make your repo public. Developer settings, edit. Okay, good. They're still not showing tokens here, so that's good. What is my IP address? We gotta point it at my local version. 9101. And we gotta do this down here. And I'm just gonna make a bunch of commits to a branch with skip.ci in them to make sure that it doesn't run. What repo do I want to do this in? Is demo 2? Yeah, you have a pre-commit config. Okay, so we can do... Oh, I don't have push to this repo, though. Oh, but I can just make commits in the UI. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's start up this bad boy. Make sure that I don't have the prod credentials hooked up. have dev, okay, proxy run, pre-commit.ci.web.app, and then python-n pre-commit.ci.worker.queue. So this is my, I now have AWS running, but it's on my local laptop. Oh no. My internet is down. Well then. Let me get on Twitch on my phone, I guess. Thanks. Oh, god damn it. I love when my internet goes out. How do I go to chat on my phone? Yeah, this is the channel that I want. The fuck? Oh, are you back yet? No? Oh no! Shush. Can I not access chat on my phone? Is that not a thing? Uh... Well, GG stream, I guess. Stop. I guess we can try streaming again. If things are gonna work again. Hello? Does everyone see me? I think my internet's back now. It cut out again, similar to how all the problems I've been having with my ISP again. So I gotta phone them up again, make sure things are doing all right. But it's the same, like, you know, high packet loss, frame loss, etc. Yeah, frames are still dropping. Yeah, it's the same issue that I had before. So it's unfortunate slash frustrating, but you know, we're gonna work through it and see how that goes. Buy more internet. There's no more. I'm on the top plan. There's nothing I can really do here. It's like literally my internet dying. So, time to cancel your provider on Twitter. They're such a small provider that it doesn't really. It's not gonna get me anything. But yeah, they're teeny tiny provider, so it's pretty unlikely to actually go anywhere there. But yeah, I'm a little bummed because you know, that's the way things go. Not really anything I can do about it. But anyway, let's continue working on what I was working on. So this died because my internet died. But we should be able to start both of those. This actually shouldn't be making requests on startup. I need to fix this at some point. But yeah, that's ruining the startup speed there. So I gotta fix that at some point. But anyway, back to working on this. We need to look at the the sample request that we get from webhook for the push, payload push.json. And I believe in here there's a commits section. Commits, yep. And so from here we need to look at the latest commit. Actually, why is this commit? Oh, we just need to look at head commit. We don't want to look at commits because we're only going to be skipping CI if it's the head commit that has skip CI, not for anything in between. And so we're basically going to be looking at this commit message here to see if it has skip CI in it, as well as any of the other possible spellings. So let's start by, we got to push to just this demo repo, because this is the one that I have push access to. Hey, Zava F, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Lizard Pythonic says we back. It's true, it's true. It was totally worth the 10 chat plot points. Yeah. Alexa says it would also be nice to have pre-commit specific skip CI. Yeah, we're gonna implement both of those. Actually, I gotta fill up my water, so I will be right back. I will see you in a sec. Wait, why did the MOTD not work? I saw it in my feed. Oh, it did work. Okay. Perfect. But yeah, we'll have a skip message that's specific to pre-commit CI, and I will mention those. But anyway, I will be right back, and I'll see you in a sec. Why did this button not work? Alright, I'm back. Anthony's new line of gloves merch called, for men, called fucking gloves. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I love it. Okay, so where was that pull request event? Okay, so we need to look at head commit and message, and we're gonna match a few things in there. We're gonna do skip CI and CI skip in both permutations, and probably skip pre-commit.ci and pre-commit.ci.skip. Pre-commit.ci skip. And in any case, so let us do that. Actually, let me do a push to this repo just to make sure. Oh, we can do it by the We can do it with the web UI. So let's just do a random push here, just to show that it works. Add file, create new file, wat.text, wat, with a new line so that it doesn't actually fail the CI. Dev/main. Oh right, the branch name is a little bit weird here. Okay, so this should run. Oh, it's gonna take forever because I haven't built anything. Oh, I guess the image pulled, so maybe the run won't take forever. Relatively forever. I was hoping it would just go quick, but that's because I didn't have anything set up. So everybody says it doesn't redirect to W3 schools. It's true. It's true. That would be the better troll, right? Okay, so that ran. Pre my web app push. There we go. Ignore skip if data head commit message so we need to make a regular expression for skip CI, and we'll probably write some tests for this. Skip CI RE equals re.compile, and let's write some tests for this. Test slash web slash what? That directory exists. Init.py. Test web app test.py from pre-commit ci.web.app import skip ci re. Test skip ci re matches s. Test skip ci re does not match. Import pytest. Actually, and I shouldn't be using match. I should be using search. Good point, self. Parameterize s on a bunch of different choices here. And a bunch of choices down here as well. Mirror W schools for 10 seconds, then redirect to anti. Or the other way around, right? Senpause says, do you use any fancy command line tools that are not bundled with Ubuntu, like ripgrep or something like that? Do I use any fancy command line tools? What is the fucking thing here? Is it package? Yeah. Git grep-l package curly brace. No escape. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Wallpapers. We have Pigeon, we have things that are deleted, we have gdebi, which is a way to install Debian packages similar to apt but not using apt from a Debian file. We have a bunch of build deps here. We have aptitude, which is an apt command line tool that allows you to query some stuff that apt does not. Dev scripts for building stuff. Git build package is used to do my Debian building. I have Nano and Vim. This is my terminal. I have Node.js. I have Podman and Builda configured using overlay. I have Python 2, Python 3, and 3.6, 3.7, 3.9, and 3.10. I have curl, DOS to Unix, FFmpeg, graphviz, inotify, JQ, locate, ncdu, neofetch, nettools, rlwrap, SQLite, tmux, tree, and xclip. These are kind of the command line utility things that are all kind of just bungled into this thing here. I have VirtualBox if I am not running VirtualBox. I actually think this code is broken at the moment because it doesn't run and I don't have any actual hosts that use this module. And VLC, I also don't have any hosts using that module either. Those are all of the packages I install. I also have a bunch of things that I symlink into my bin that are, you know, command line helper tools. So we have Activator, which is a virtualenv auto activator thing. I have AWS CLI as well as AWS help, which is my shortcut that puts -- help on stuff. I have the Azure CLIs. I have my text editor. I have, you know, Podman, but it's a symlink for Docker. I have Flake 8. I have some GitHub helper scripts. I have Go. I have my iNotify helper. I have Packer installed. I have pre-commit. I have a branch pruner. I have versions of PyPy. I have Terraform and Tox20 and virtualenv. Those are all of my tools. Those are all the things that I install. They're not standard custom stuff. But anyway, hopefully that answers your question. For the final part of my upcoming C++ class, I'm going to have to work with other people in a repo on a group project thing. Are there going to be a lot of merge conflicts? Merge conflicts aren't that common unless you're all working on the same piece of code. But merge conflicts aren't that bad as well, so I wouldn't worry so much about it. That fuck Ginger 2 comment. Yeah. Which file is that in? This file? At the top? Here. Yeah. Lol aptitude. Yeah, aptitude's fine. DOS to Unix is handy. Yeah. Do I have that installed? I don't know. NetTools should be installed by default. I think NetTools is going away. Isn't NetTools the deprecated one? package-l. Yeah, this is like all the old tools, right? And they're all in the IP package now, or the new NetTools, whatever the new thing is. FPS Justice, thank you for the subscription with Prime. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Not to be related to the other juices that are in chat. The teacher mentioned the merge conflicts in the videos, and I'm thinking, oh geez, I don't want to deal with this. They're not bad. They're not so bad. Just don't use Linux and don't deal with networking. Yeah, yeah, NetTools is the old one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I still use it because I remember the commands. Just because it's deprecated doesn't mean we can't use it for the rest of eternity. Literally everyone. Yeah, I should really learn the SS command. I think that's, I mean, most of what I use is ifconfig and route and netstat. Netstat being the main one. Netstat-tulpin for life is really my problem there. Okay, so things that should match. Commit message, CI skip, as well as skip CI. And, you know, any capitalization of that as well. As well as commit message backend, backend, skip CI. As well as the pre-commit specific versions, so skip pre-commit.ci. Hey, what's up, DXWoo? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. This one I feel like shouldn't be case insensitive. Like maybe you could do skip pre-commit.ci, but I you know, I don't want people to do this because but you know, we'll probably just be lazy with our regex and allow it, even though it's not a thing. And I guess we also need the other form of this, which is pre-commit.ci skip. And we'll also have a test where, I don't know, maybe we do skip Travis, I don't know. So those will be our positive matches. For our negative matches, commit message. Just do something like this. I don't know, maybe we'll also just do commit message and then skip and like not support that intentionally. So that's our tests, and they should be failing, not for that reason though. Import re. And the slowness there is it's actually querying Amazon on startup, so I gotta fix that at some point. Okay, but anyway, we have 2 failing tests and a bunch of passing tests because it currently matches everything. So we gotta fix that. Skip CLRE. We have 2 options here. We have our brackets, of course. We need to make it a raw string because of that. We have skip CI and CI skip, and these are also pre-commit.ci or CI. I guess we can make this as a pre-commit.ci or CI. And then we can make it a for string. Or CI part skip. And we actually don't care about these being capturing groups, so we can do this, this, and that should be our regular expression there. And I assume that'll pass the test. And it does! It clearly does, because we forgot re.i. Hey! There we go. Optional dashes? No, this is the only way you can spell pre-commit.ci. Legendary Stone says, nice keyboard, thank you. Beldas says, quick question, is there a frameworks agnostic way to add OAuth 2 authentication to my web apps? No, generally not. I've seen no CI before too. What does Travis do? Travis, CI, skip CI. Skipping a build. I should have just clicked on it. Here we go. If you don't want to run a build for a particular commit, you can instruct Travis to skip this by using the command in this commit message. Should be either keyword skip or a skip keyword, where it's either CI Travis, Travis CI, Travis CI, or Travis CI. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this and only support CI and pre-commit CI, not other weird spellings of it. And now, definitely not with underscores. I don't own that domain. Actually, you can have underscores in DNS, but I don't think they sell domains with underscores. What if it's at the start? I mean, that'll also work. I just didn't test it. But you're right, I should probably add a test for it as well. Cool. I think you're missing skip pre-commit CI without the backend. That doesn't actually matter. It doesn't add additional coverage. Red Scratcher says, could you make an Anthony Explains series on starting an open source project? I do plan to talk about, you know, structuring a project at some point, but I haven't gotten to that yet. So I will be doing some stuff around that at some point. If there's specific things you want to know about an open source project, I'd be happy to elaborate on those, but yeah. What's an FR string? I jokingly say this is a French string. Actually, do I have a video on French strings? I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, I talk about it in this video. You can look at this video, but basically, an R makes it a raw string, and F makes it a F string. And so the F makes it so that I can format these parts in, And raw makes it so that this is a literal backslash instead of an invalid escape sequence. Because there's no such thing as backslash square bracket. And then together I jokingly call them French strings. Pre-commit.ci says spelled on this. Good time zones chat and hello. How's it going, Preox? How's it going? Welcome back. The pre-commit creator spells it wrong all the time though. Pre-commit with only one M. Yeah, that's true. Next show says PCI. It would be PCCI, but it doesn't take up so much of the message. I mean, they can use skip CI if they want, if they don't want a long message. They can also put it in the body, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really think people are going to actually use this, so yeah. Libby.exe says, no way. Are you working on today the pre-commit project? I use that and enjoy it. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm actually working on the CI system today called pre-commit.ci. So if you haven't heard about this, Livy.exe, you should check it out. It is a hosted CI system which runs pre-commit super fast, auto fixes your pull requests, and will auto update your pre-commit configs periodically. Structuring is annoying. I wish there was a best practice for that. Do I keep it flat or create many sub-packages? How do I import common stuff in many modules? How do I avoid circular imports? Where do I put types? Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that can go wrong there, senpais. And the problem is there's no good universal advice about all of that. It's really kind of per project and specialized. Oh, we got more code samples. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm enjoying this and I'm intentionally not rushing because I want to learn things. Okay, good. I will stop feeling bad about it. The star imports problem. Interestingly, I don't know if that video's come out yet. I have a whole backlog of videos to these are the explains videos that I've recorded but have not released yet. I think, which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's actually the next video that's coming out. Oh, we missed the start. But it's gonna be about naming, Python naming and underscores. Oh, there's the title for you. But that actually comes into play about star imports. But yeah, it's the thing. Oh, and then I talk about app stuff today. I remember this. It's like, what is this fucking weird ass Emacs package? Why is it installed on my computer? But yeah, that was fun episode. Oh no, GitHub. The button's off the screen, and the scroll bar is all the way down. GitHub, why you do this? I think maybe I can click the. There we go. Just barely got it. But anyway. Anywhooser. Double Anthony. Belada says I particularly like the typing related videos. Yeah, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Watch on stream for sneaky early view? I mean, we could. But I don't know how much you would want to just sit here and watch me watch my YouTube videos. Maybe we can find a short one. This one's really short. We have one that's less than. Oh, this one's even shorter. This one's the shortest one. What is this one? Number underscores. Okay, we can watch this one. Anthony reacts to Anthony writes code. This should be a syntax error, right? I've seen this happen in prod. Anyway, this is all just about underscore literals. For those of you that have not somehow seen this before. Shouldn't you be pretending to type right now? I don't know. You're covering yourself. Alright, fine. Do you want 2 of me? There we go. Who the hell is that guy? What is he doing? The nibbles! I forgot that I said that. Nibble splitting! If only there were double plushies, yeah, right. You have a twin? What? Stop talking, other me. What are you doing? Yeah, I fucked up the outro too. Like, such a short video and I fucked up the outro. What are you doing? What are you doing past me? Anyway, there you go, chat. We watched me watching a video of me watching me. Oh no. I think we're all lined up now. That was too short. Play it again. Do you cover naming variables with shadow built-ins like dir? I don't. I just talk about the functionality of leading underscores. Speaking of naming an underscore, somebody reported a bug because MyPy doesn't work on packages with a dash. Oh god. Two Eyes! Welcome to the stream. Accessibility Pog, I would pay for it. Wait, what are you paying for? Oh, for early access? I mean, I've been meaning to set up a Patreon at some point, which would maybe do something like that. Do you cover... I didn't cover shadowing, though. Shouldn't you be pretending to type right now? Anthony writes code to Anthony reacts to Anthony writes code. Yeah, we're gonna have a reaction channel now, chat. I would watching you watch your videos. I mean, I do watch my videos pretty often, so... I mean, if that's content you're interested in, we can make it happen. Yeah, I fucked up the outro build on this, right? Are you reading the outro each time? So I used to read them, but now I've gotten to the point where I think I have it memorized. Although, clearly not, looking at that video. Andre Costa says, do you always single take those? Yes, unless I screw up in the first 5 seconds. And then I have this whole set of trash where it's just like... I start recording. Here, I'll show you some of the trash. Trash are pretty funny. Oh god, I'm just gonna fucking start over. These are actually pretty funny though. This one I started on the wrong scene. This was 26 seconds. Oh, you can't see me again. Damn it. Okay, well, I'll start over. But yeah, I have a lot of these. I keep around because I think they're funny. Where did I fuck up this video? I'm just gonna start over. Lizard Pythonic says PC specs. I am running... I know I need to make a video about this. I have an i7 8700K, which is several generations old. I have 64 gigs of RAM, and what's the other thing that people care about? I have a 1080 Ti, and I have a bunch of SSDs. That's my setup. Hey, what's up, Guide BBBB? Hello, hello. You should make a video where you're conversing with your other self in a different shirt. Oh no. YouTube membership would also be an option. I don't know anything about YouTube membership. That would be probably pretty easy to set up though, right? Bloopers. Next time you can't make a stream, just play your videos for chat. I remember one day you uploaded a video that you had recorded 10 minutes earlier. Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Where's the bloopers channel? You should make a whole video with only fails. I mean, maybe that's why I keep them around, so that we can have fail videos at some point. Do you guys want to see more of these? That's funny. You should get him on stream with you sometime. People still think 64 is a lot. Looks away. Can you put your keyboard back in the top? We'll do a couple more. If you guys want to see a couple more. Otherwise, yeah, I'll put it back. Some of these are longer. Some of them I do like. Oh, this is me testing Among Us. Some of them are just stream tests though. More? All right. Arg C and Arg V. How did I fuck this one up? Oh, Discord notifications. That's what it was. And then I was just like, I'm gonna continue. God damn it! And then I forgot to turn off the recording too, so it's just me like sitting here staring at it and being like, what the fuck is wrong here? This is me like talking to someone on Discord and being like, oh, right, I'm still recording. Oh, this is a really old one. Oh, the microphone has moved. Huh. I just got out of the shower too. Wait, what did I fuck up here? Yeah, what did I fuck up here? Oh, I didn't plug in my headphones, so the volume's all screwed up. So these are funny. Oh, this is an outro. Where I fucked up the outro and then I was gonna edit it. But then I fucked this outro up too. Oh god, what did I just click on? But anyway, I think that's enough of these. Maybe we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Oh, where did it go? This is literally me just saying, oh, I fucked up the intro. Nice. These ones are tests, sound tests, I think. Oh, we're gonna do one more that actually has content. I just didn't even know where the sentence was going. I was just so confused. I'll link in the description that he never does. Yeah, I'm so bad about that. This one is a whole stream that's in the trash. Huh. We have bonus secret content in here. Whoa, look at all the hair fuzz here. Oh, this is when I was playing with my lighting. And the purple hair. This is moody light. But anyway, I think that's enough bloopers for today, chat. Let's get back to actually writing code. Actually, I think we're done with the code. I think the code works. We just need to run it. Where'd the folder go? But anyway, yeah, I keep all the trash around. Okay, but yeah, we implemented this regular expression and test pass. So now we just need to show that it works when we actually, oops, when we actually run. So let's make a commit that should make a change to this repo, and we can just edit this file. We can change wat to wat. Okay, so this should trigger a run. Should work. And we see webhook and run. So that's good. Better light than now still. Oh, okay, so the problem is when I wear a white shirt, in fact, if I sit up here, it will completely throw off the white balance. It's because the white balance on my camera is automatic and I can't turn it off at the moment. But I've been meaning to get a new webcam to fix that at some point. But because it's currently the lowest quality piece of my of my setup. Oh, I should move my face back. Right. But yeah, I need to do that at some point. Okay, so that made a commit that ran the CI. So we get CI here. So if I make another commit that has skip CI, it should skip it. Wat. Update wat.text. Update wat.text. Skip CI. And so that should not trigger a run. So we should see a webhook here, and we should see no run happen here. So commit and webhook and no run and no status. Hey, nice. Good old emothony, yeah. Found such a stupid bug in my code. What was your bug, Rollers? Senpo says, I did not notice that it's late already. Gotta go to sleep. Have a nice day. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. But I think that works. I think that's all we need to do there. There's an additional enhancement, which would be to implement this for pull requests, but I don't think we need to do that, so yeah. Let me make sure we are up to date here. JB Pratt, how's it going? Notice me, Daddy. What? Pre-commit hook adding skip CI to every commit message. Yeah, that would be pretty funny, the endless server. It would be possible. You could do a, what is it called? Prepare commit message hook, which just injects that. Hey buddy, hope all is well. Yeah, it's going well, JB Pratt, except for my internet being garb today. Which, you know, what are you gonna do, I guess? Git add dash u implement commit skipping for pushes. Mikhail says, so welcome for the message from my older brother asking if he should learn Python for data science and asking if he could actually get a job with it without a CS degree. I didn't know what to say other than YOLO it. I mean, probably. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Python's pretty important for data science at the moment. Okay. Let me alias credentials.dev.root alias credentials. Okay, so I decomped, there used to be 2 lambdas in this repository, but I moved one out, which means I can now just do lambda deploy build without having to do a complicated command line here, which is so much better. 100 times better here. Because before I'd have to, you know, do dash config and then find a little file, and it was just kind of a pain in the butt. But now I got this, which is much nicer. So this is deployed to dev now. So I'm gonna go configure the dev app again. And where is that? Oh right, I can show this on stream because the creds are gone. Whatever, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it over here. results dev.precommit.ci. Let me do that again down here so that it uses the prod-like dev one. Okay, so now I need to make another commit here and make sure that it runs through the other thing. So if I make a commit that just adds more WAT to the situation, should get a commit message here. Oh, I dropped more frames. God damn it. Oh, the AWS frame drops. Yeah. Those always happen. Updating number in some files. Instead of just updating in the right place, I update every occurrence of the number in the file. Oh, I've definitely done that before. Okay, cool. So this ran on the dev instance. That's good. But if I do this again, but with skips, update more WAT. Skips the eye. This should not trigger a run. Of course, it's really hard to know whether it successfully didn't trigger a run, other than just waiting for a while and being like, "Oh yeah, sure, pre-commit would have normally finished by now, so that must be working." Okay, cool. Credentials.prod, AWS credentials, and then deploy. And then let's put dev creds back, and it should be done now. So I should be able to... That was earlier. Why is this lagging so much? What is going on here? Alrighty, this should be live where it pushes. Note that this will only apply on pushes to the main branch. Given the complication of pull requests. Fucking car. Every goddamn day. I know what car it is now. I know which car triggers the car alarm every day. Kinda want to throw a brick through their windshield. But I think I'm going to leave them a passive-aggressive note about it. Python is one of the 2-3 languages that are most used in data science, so if you want to do data science, it's definitely a great choice. Yeah. I always wonder why people /watch your demo repos, right? Like the pre-commit.ci demo has a watcher, at least one that's not me. So they're just gonna get they're just gonna get notifications whenever I do things like this. Which I use to generate data. Oh yeah, more AWS drops. I gotta figure out a way to limit my bandwidth there. I feel a lot like the Dilbert RNG comic strip You Can Never Truly Know. I don't think I know that one. Time to open the window and yell, key it. I hear it today, slash the tires. Spray coyote piss on their AC intake. Oh. Wouldn't throwing a brick set off the alarm though? You're right, Dom, do you have coding? But it would set it off for the last time. Okay, I think the last thing to do here is to document this. Pre-commit.ci/pre-commit.ci. Content.md. Initiative says this one. What am I looking at here? Oh. So what am I counting? Over here we have a random number generator. 99999. Are you sure that's random? That's the problem with randomness. You can never be sure. Oh no. That's pretty good. I don't like the way this is organized currently. I'd like these to be anchors so that I can click on them. But then I'd have to turn them into headers. And last time we turned them into headers, they looked really gross. I guess I can just put it next to this. Skipping a run on a push. Pre-commit. CI can be skipped by putting skip CI or CI skip or skip pre-commit.ci or pre-commit.ci skip in the commit message. Skipping push runs. There's also the XKCD one with return 4. Yeah, that's true. Speaking of looking really gross, have you heard of Doxygen? Yes, I have. Somehow man pages look a lot nicer than Doxygen. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Skipping push runs. Pre-commit CI can be skipped by using skip CI, CI skip, skip pre-commit CI, or pre-commit CI skip in the commit message. Oxford comma. Skip a run by putting skip CI, CI skip, skip pre-commit CI, or pre-commit CI skip in the commit message. Yes. GitLab can be as fast as pre-commit CI when it is skipped. Selling point for GitLab? Oh, that's good. Yeah, check out order master-b document skip. Document skipping a commit. Git push origin head. Where was the other thing? Let's see. Oh, I finally turned off the auto capitalization. Someone's gonna have to get more subs if you want me to turn it back on. Because it was getting really annoying. Sell out, please. I mean, we wrote it to be annoying, so it accomplished its job exceedingly well. What's up, Spudius? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Yeah. Oh, also, I think Nick should have asked this earlier. Literally the first question on the README. I think I should reorder these two sections. So we're gonna do that as well after this finishes. Come on, GitHub Actions. Why you gotta be so slow? Oh, it's done. It just wasn't saying anything. Like, adding other ones are not hard. GitLab's, so I looked at GitLab to see how much work it would be. The problem is GitLab doesn't use the same model, so you need to do some like fancy credential juggling to make it work properly. I can't read, you should know that by now. Kind of offensive, not gonna lie. I might have to report you to Juice. Okay, but we're gonna put audio fixing above the caching stuff, because I think it's more important to throw it out there up front. So now auto fixing is first. Tools make changes during a pull request. Pre-commit.ci will automatically fix the pull request. Pre-commit.ci will run on all pull request commits, but will not push for commits made by bots. Caching. Tool caching is baked in and shared across all users. This means that the more users there are pre-commit.ci, the more likely you'll get faster builds. Automatic updates. Pre-commit.ci will periodically auto-update your configuration, ensuring that your hook versions are kept up to date. This auto-update is currently scheduled weekly at approximately 1800 UTC. I didn't put the day. Approximately Monday. How has nobody been like 1800 UTC? What day? I like how this one links to a completely different output than the screenshot. But also this was really cool because pre-commit auto-update fired and then pre-commit fixed itself. Yeah, real cool. Love it. Good job, pre-commit.ci. You did it. You did it. Jack says, I just figured the answer was yes. Oh, to the date? To the weird date stamp? Reorder docs to put auto fixing first. Sorry, I was just reading Discord because you guys sent a bunch of messages while I was offline, and I could only read them on my phone, and so I was like super out of date there. But yeah. Okay, reorder docs, create. But yeah, I don't know. Crack says, is there a good mock for an external API that isn't requests mock? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different ones. I don't know. If you're not using requests, request mock isn't that helpful though, if I recall correctly. But there's a whole bunch of HTTP mocking libraries. But yeah, I think we're gonna cut stream short today. Mostly because we got what I wanted to get done, and I have a bunch of stuff to do in the afternoon, so yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, we're just gonna have a shorter stream today. That's fine. I have to edit the video now too, damn it. Okay, anyway, let me do my spiel, and then we'll find somebody to send you all off to. Sound good? My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. You can check out educational videos, which I upload daily. Currently, we're doing Advent of Code, so I'm actually streaming every day at midnight Eastern, and I upload solutions to the problems a day later, 2 days later. I don't know. So check those out as well. I normally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, although I'm also streaming on, well, every day for Advent of Code. I announce my streams in 2 places. The Advent streams will only be announced on Discord, so make sure to join the Discord if you want to get updated for those. But basically, I announce on Twitter as well. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony. And also join the Discord. Cool little community that I'm pretty happy with. But thank you all for stopping by. And thank you for the links, Michaela. Appreciate that. And let's go find someone to raid.